All right, good afternoon, Miss Farrell. Hopefully you're having a great Friday so far. So I just wanted to kind of kick off your little video series here as we get further along in construction here. So if you can remember at that build quality introduction, we talked about how we go through the different phases of your house. So we are now officially complete with phase 2, the slab inspection or the slab foundation inspection portion of the build. We've gone through all the inspections, we poured concrete, we're good to go. It looks like they've came out here and they've snapped all their lines for the bottom plate of your framing. We've got our framing package delivered out here, and we've also got our trusses and I-joists shipped out here. So we are 110% ready to start framing your house. So it's definitely some exciting stuff. A couple of things that I like to point out to you guys at this point in time is some of the things and some of the engineering that goes into the house prior to us even starting framing on the house. So one of the really cool things to look at is all the hardware that you see right here. So you got what they call Masa straps or Simpson strong ties. You got hurricane straps right here. So you can see that literally every 20 inches or so you have one of these Masa straps where you have a hurricane strap. So the way your house is engineered, it specifically calls for these straps to be installed. And they're also wet set into the concrete, so they're actually built into the concrete. So when they would start framing the bottom plate of the house, they actually wrap over the top of your bottom plate, and then they're nailed off. With these bigger straps that you see right here, those are actually going to be nailed off to the side of the house. There's usually a stud pack that you'll see that goes all the way to the top plate of the ceiling that those are essentially going to nail into from the outside of the house. And that's one of those ways that we're actually able to accomplish, the incredible hurricane ratings that we get on our house. Our houses are typically rated anywhere from 120 to 140 mile-an-hour winds, which is typically around a Category 3 hurricane. Of course, you'd have some cosmetic damage, some exterior damage, but the house would still be there at the end of the day. And this is just one of the ways that we're able to accomplish that on our homes. So hopefully you get some enjoyment out of that, or some comfortability with the fact that we give you all this hardware. And another thing that you're going to see as we get further along into framing is the amount of hardware that still goes into the house. We're still doing more anchor bolts, we're just still doing more strapping at the bottom and the top plate of the house, and that's all stuff that I'm going to show off to you when you come out for the build quality orientation. Another thing I like to point out to you is these little guys right here. This is what we call control joints. So all these funky lines that you see cut into your concrete everywhere. So this is actually something that we do to try to control shrinkage cracking and stress cracking as much as we possibly can. Since concrete's such a natural product, we know that it's going to crack here and there. It's just a matter of when and where. But this is one of the ways that we try to control it the best we can. It's not a perfect system, but it does a pretty darn good job. It allows each of these 10 by 10 foot sections to expand and contract as they need to without actually cracking. And if they do crack, a lot of times what you'll see is those cracks kind of route themselves right along these purposely cut little trenches in your slab. So that's just another thing that we're kind of considering as we're building your house. It's one of those things that you might be familiar with. You go in to replace hardwood floors or something like that, you tear back all the floor and you have all these crazy insane cracks. We do have a concrete warranty on your home. It's a cracks that are 1/4 inch or more within a 2-year period. We'll come back and refinish it and all that fun stuff. But as we start building the house, we're going to get into that a little bit more, and we'll talk about all that fun stuff. But other than that, there's not really a whole lot to talk about out here. The lot is also rough graded, so your lot is actually going to get graded again as we start the landscaping process way down the road in construction. But we just want to make sure we got a nice clean lot ready to go for the framers. They'll be able to set their ladders up no problem. They won't have a bunch of dirt in their way and everything. But again, we're 100% ready to start framing your house. So next Monday, or this upcoming Monday, is going to kick off phase 3 of our build, where we actually start going vertical. So hopefully that's pretty exciting for you. If you have any questions about anything that you've seen here, feel free to reach out to me, call, text, shoot me an email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Other than that, I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you on the next update.